Imagine somebody asking you to do something for 50 times in a row. One subscriber has surpassed all the feelings I ever got from any follower or viewer in my entire life. He made a vow to not stop commenting for 6 months straight to review a Renault Megane R26R. At first I thought the guy was crazy, really. But then, after video, he didn't skip a single one of them. I started to dig a little bit deeper and I found out a lot about the car. The only difficulty was to find one. Only 450 pieces of the R26R of your beloved hatchback have ever been built. But you know, as the saying goes, ask and you shall receive. My dear follower Rimki2456, I found it! I found the Renault Megane R26R, man, and you stay tuned to find out what I think about your favorite hatchback. The Renault Megane R26R is a hatchback that was produced in 2008, and they used this car to portray what Renault Sport could actually do. They wanted to make it the fastest car on the Nürburgring with a front-wheel drive, and they managed to pull it off. Only 450 pieces of those were ever produced, which makes it more exclusive as a Bugatti Chiron. And now we're gonna go deep into detail of what made this car the fastest front-wheel drive car around the Nürburgring, tackling sport cars. You see, the Renault Megane in general is a little bit of a weird looking car in my opinion. I never really looked at it and thought, wow, my god, is this a beautiful car. But apparently some people like you just absolutely love this thing. Now, what makes this car special? Well, basically they have reduced the weight to the absolute minimum, saving 123 kilograms compared to the original car. How did they do it? Well, basically, it's missing everything that has to do with a comfortable drive. They just threw everything that's comfortable and kind of for you to enjoy in a car into the bin and made it a race machine. I'm sitting in beautiful bucket seats, carbon fiber bucket seats from Sabelt. We have a 4-point seat belt basically. We have a roll cage in the back for more stability and obviously some safety if you overdo it a little bit on track.
They see me rolling, they hate it.
And it lost all the isolation. No isolation for sound, no passenger airbag. Basically nothing. Rear seat delete and just focused on what is absolutely necessary to make this car as fast as possible. Absolutely insane. The result of this is actually very impressive. 1,230 kilograms for the Renault Megane R26R, which makes it one of the lightest cars I've ever driven. For example, the rear windows and the side windows are polycarbonate. Then we have the bonnet that is also made out of carbon fiber. We have a titanium exhaust pipe that saves 7 kilos. We have lighter wheels. We have a Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tire. We have better suspension. We have better brakes. And basically they made this really like a GT3 from Renault. They really hold the promise. It's a Renault Sport machine that's absolutely insane to drive. Let's talk about the engine. Now, interesting thing is the engine is actually pretty humble. It's a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine producing 230 horsepower and 310 Newton meters of torque. It doesn't sound as much. A 0 to 100 kph time is 6 seconds and will top out at 230 kph, which all sounds like it's not really that fast, right? But when this thing weighs 1,200 kilos, it's actually plenty of power. And talking about power and how this actually is to drive, I think we should find out. But before we do, have a listen. How is it to drive, is what we're asking ourselves. Well, let me tell you this. It's probably one of the greatest front-wheel drive cars I've ever driven in my entire life. From the power output to the response to the steering wheel, everything you do is just perfectly fine. You know, they have done it so nicely that you feel safe, quick, and especially you have this race car sensation. I'm telling you, plain and honest. Now, how is the acceleration? Let me give you a little bit of a go. 3, 2, 1, pulling very nicely. And that's 100. 0 to 100 kph in 6 seconds, 230 kph top speed, and a very aggressive sound. This sounds like an angry cat. Listen to that. It goes forward. The shifts are crisp. The brakes are aggressive and gripping very nicely. The throttle response is beautiful, although this is a turbocharged car. You know, the French just knew how to build a proper hatchback. It's really a shame they don't build them like that anymore and went the electric train. Renault was doing incredible cars. They really were throwing this around. Look at that, how beautiful this is, how stable, how wonderful it turns in. Bam! Just go in. Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires in a hatchback. Look at that. Accelerate out. Nothing, no understeer, just beautiful lines. A very wonderful experience to have, especially in a hatchback. I mean, this is plenty to enjoy. Whatever you want to do on a track, on a racetrack, on a sporty mountain road, punish some supercars. It really is truly amazing to drive. I believe this with a tune-up would be absolutely impeccable, you know? 320, 330 horsepower, and you're looking at a car that can really beat sports cars on the Nürburgring. I mean, 8 minutes and 17 seconds on the Nürburgring with 230 horsepower. That's some phenomenal stuff, because that means the car has a lot of potential, especially on those long straight roads. Something that a proper car enthusiast enjoy a lot, you know? It's not too much, it's right at the edge of being perfect, you know? I wish it would have a little bit more power for straight acceleration, because you feel, okay, you need some time here, second here. What a wonderful little pocket rocket this is. Now I understand why the guy was really writing me 50 times to review this car. And that's it for the experience with the Renault Megane R26R. I want to say a massive thank you to Küngror for giving us this machine. It's basically brand new. He was the only driver of it, and I was happy to be able to drive this thing and show it to one of our most persistent subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, friends. God bless you, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.